That's right, boy. I went ahead and finally monetized my YouTube channel, which took me, you gotta get 4,000 watch hours. That means that I have to convince you to watch 1 hour of my videos 4,000 times over. So I just went ahead and bought this brand new Lamborghini. It's actually not a Lamborghini, it's a Porsche. And it's actually not my car. That's actually my car. But let me go ahead and show you where all of me living and moving into Los Angeles permanently. Pardon me for my windshield being dirty as hell, but we made it. Nigga, we made it. I live like 30 minutes away from Santa Monica, and I work, let's see, for my work it's about 15 minutes away from my work. It says like sport fishing and boating, but I'm wondering, like, if you have a boat, how are you supposed to put your boat on the yacht? I've made it to where I've begun my homelessness in life, and where I basically had no idea what the hell I was doing, and very, very homeless. Let me show you exactly where I used to park. It was right down these stairs, this massive parking lot where I hear somebody screaming and yelling, and they sound very, very angry, so I gotta be very, very careful. But you see over there, way down there is the Santa Monica Pier. Basically park out here every single night illegally and kind of not actually pay the toll thing over. See, there's like a little, there's like a toll booth thing where you're supposed to like come in and give them their money. I would just come down here and you see there's only one blade. Oh, like little blade things that will actually, you know, pop your tire. One of them's open. You know, you just gotta go ahead and just slide right in. Oh, if the blades ever did come back up like they did right now, I would just jerry rig a way for them to stay down. See, this is why journaling and documentation is very important, because I'm trying to remember how the hell did I actually end up here. I graduated high school, I moved out to Arizona from California with my best friend, and then I got a studio apartment. I had a job and the lease for the apartment was up, so I decided that I was going to travel to 48 states. So I was in Arizona in my apartment. I took everything that I had like a vase, everything like that, and I threw it inside the dumpster along with a brand new bed, everything like that. Packed up only essentials inside my 1996 Honda Civic. I went to my job, there was like a code. I opened the door, I took all the button ups that I had, I returned all all my outfits, and then I called up my supervisor at that time and I said, "I'm sorry, man, I have to quit." And he completely understood. He said, "You know, if that's what you really have to do, man, I completely support you, this and that." And from there, I went to the library. I returned all the books that I rented, and then I just had me and my car, and I drove back here to California. Once I came back here to California, I signed up with Postmates. And then once I saved up enough money, I went to the Hollywood sign and I actually made a vlog about it. Sadly, all of my vlogs got deleted with my other YouTube account because I was completely reckless with it. But after the Hollywood sign, I went back out to Arizona and I did the Grand Canyon. From Arizona, I went from state to state all the way up to New York, going for its major landmarks. Like, you think of California, you go to the Hollywood sign. You think of Arizona, you think of the Grand Canyon. In New York, I did the Empire State Building. I did that, every single monumental thing for each state. I went there and I literally vlogged it, which was like I wish that I could show you guys, but I literally have to remake that. I actually plan to remake that once I make enough money. But once I was done with Washington, and then the state right above California, it eludes me right now. I came back to California and I moved back in with my mom and dad, and then I got another job at a casino. Sadly, I didn't last past 90 days. They did the 90-day evaluation and they said, you know what, we're very, very sorry. You can't work with us. You need to go. So I basically did the same thing. Got all the suits, the slacks, all this and that, and I just left it on the front. They were super rude to me, so I was super rude to them. I just left it there at the very front door, but they got their stuff back. So and then that very night I decided, all right, 48 states, there's 50 states in all of America. I need to go to Alaska. So that very night I started doing the Postmates again. It was working. California, that state making the money, that state making the money. I get to the border, and then I stopped at the border about maybe 50 feet from it, and then I took a picture of it. So one of the security guards at the border said, all right, you need to pull into Bay 3. And I was like joking about it. I'm like a very, very immature vlogger, YouTuber, this or that. And they said, you need to pull into Bay 3. I'm like, doing the vlog. Oh, I'm getting in trouble, this and that. And I actually had about 1.2 grams of marijuana in my car. So they said, all right, put your hands behind your back. We're detaining you for smuggling drugs into the state of Canada, because it goes US, Canada, Alaska. So I was like, okay. So I was detained for about maybe a few hours or so. And then they said, sign this piece of paper. We're denying your access into Canada. I basically turn around. I sit in my car. I freaking start crying. I call my brother. And I'm just like, man, this and that happened. And he's just like, man, just come back home. We'll go ahead and figure everything out. I freaking got it. Now I remember. Okay. And then once I came back, I actually didn't, I was just like, man, I just need some time to think over life, because I don't have any sort of goal or projection of like what the hell I'm doing. So I literally just came out here to like the Santa Monica beach, and I just lived out here for a few weeks, like literally like living in my car and then waking up every single day to like to the beach. It was like amazing, but at the same time it was like horrible, because it's like living in your car. It's like, it's all right, but you think like you have no kitchen, you have no shower. You have a shower, but it's definitely not a personal shower. You basically just have to come out here in the freezing cold and bathe yourself. But for a good long while, Santa Monica Beach was like my home. Like, granted, yes, you do have to share it like any other home, but like literally this was like that plaza over there. This right over here was like my little thinking area. Or maybe not even a thinking area, but more of just a place. Like at that time, my mind was just completely blank. Like if you had like an old TV and you turn it on and it just goes shh. Like it was like literally, it was like my brain was like that all the time. So I would just come out here and just fucking chill. Like in the worst way possible, this was my heaven. This was like, I died and there was no more future. Like I had no ideas. Like granted, yes, I wanted to be a YouTuber, but it's like that's not realistic. It's like really not realistic. It's like you can't just just snap your fingers and then there's gonna be a whole bunch of money on the freaking table or in my case, on the freaking asphalt. Like, you know, it wasn't there. And granted, yes, I did monetize the channel now, but it's just like, I don't even know how much money that's gonna be. Like, I don't even know if it's even still realistic. It's just like, I don't even know why I keep on making these YouTube videos. Like, it's just like, but I need to, one, document it, and two, it's just something that I just kind of do. It's almost just like it's like I'm breathing. It's like, I don't really know why I'm breathing, but it's just like I need to breathe, and I just have to keep on doing it, and it's fucking weird. Once I was like done with Santa Monica, I decided to leave here and then move back to Valley Center with my parents, which was a horrible idea because, one, my car broke down and it was super hard to get a job, but I eventually got a job. But I decided to go on my phone, start searching, and I found where Logan Paul's address is, and I still know it. I'm actually memorized it. I went back there 6 entire different times, but I found, out of nowhere, I seen it on the side of the road, a Ford Expedition for $400. I go through the entire process, pay them out, get the title over in my name, and I decided from Valley Center out to here to Los Angeles to go 55 miles per hour all the way out here to go ahead and say, hey, Logan Paul, yell and scream, and then actually get the Ford Expedition repoed, taken away, and then me go to jail. And then from that moment, I got out of jail, and I was really homeless, because, you know, you get out of jail and then I don't have a car, and I'm basically just kind of stranded out here in LA. From that point, I basically had to go from homeless shelter to homeless shelter to basically getting a job, securing the job, making money, finally getting my car, getting an apartment, and then basically just sitting down here and then trying to make as much money as possible and then permanently move out here to Los Angeles. Also, today I'm not just celebrating monetizing my YouTube channel, I'm also celebrating working 16 hours every single day in actual legitimate jobs. It was 2 of them. Now I just have the one job, which is excellent because the contract of the job was done, but it's been 89 days exactly today, which I don't have to work the other job anymore. Now I can just go back to working a normal 40-hour per week instead of 80-hour per week job. Now that I'm actually like 100% self-sufficient living in Los Angeles, my next plans are actually to try to buy a house, which is obviously going to take a few years, but I mean, it's like super exciting to actually have like a realistic goal in life, because like from all this time, all the shit that I've been doing, yeah, it's cool traveling, this and that, but to actually have like a real, not like an actual real professional career that I want to learn about and actually try my hand at, that's actually really exciting for me. That's basically the entire update of what the hell I've been doing with these meditations, reading all of these books. I can just say that 2021 is going to be one hell of a year.